So this morning we're about to tear down this old porch steps, build a bigger. Got the boy doing the post holes. And then we're going to come around to the other side, tear down those steps and build a bigger deck. It's supposed to be about a 16 by 8 because this one's getting a little bit wobbly. So to go from about here down to about there. That's today's project. So this little porch is going to be a 4 by 6. I got the post in the ground about 33 inches, and it's going to be the top of the handrail, about the same as it used to be. I'm going to level the poles, put concrete around them, and we'll start building the frame for the porch. Over here we've got the steps gone, 2 posts in the ground, concrete around those. And over at the other set, now these stairs are still in place, but we've got 2 corner posts in, and then one of the floor joists on. That'll be the edge, and it'll go that way. We'll let the concrete dry here and go work on the other one. So now the deck is on the porch, and I took the shortest pole and I made level lines on all the other poles, and now I'm cutting those off so they're all the same height. We decided to go with the wide steps. Why not? And there's concrete around every post. Make them good and sturdy. And now with the handrails in place, we're going to call this porch done. Moving on to porch number 2. And now with the steps gone, we can get started for real. While digging some post holes, somebody found some clay. So now half of the outer frame is up. All but one of the posts are in, and the poles have been concreted around. Up next, we'll put the 2 by 6 on this wall all the way down, and there'll be a 2 by 6 on this wall. Okay, up on the front porch, put in the floor joist. On one side, 3 screws. On the other side, it gets a bracket. In the middle here, we just put an X brace, and it is very sturdy now. Going to continue putting in the floor joist, then we'll put the decking on 5/4 deck boards. So right about now I'm cutting all the posts off. I've marked them all. I used my level and this straight 2x4. I've marked them all off. I picked the shortest board, which was that one right there in the corner, and I made a mark. I've already cut those 2. Now I've got to cut these 3 off, and then we can put the decking on and the handrail, and then right about here we'll have some stairs. Oh, and one more post coming along. So the first step on putting the decking down, these boards are 16 feet, the deck's 16 feet. I just went through and notched around on one board 4 poles, got it in place, laid the second board in place. Now it's a matter of just screwing everything down. Decking, step 1. So we were right in the middle of putting the handrails on, and a downpour came. The cold front's coming in, knocking off until tomorrow. So there's the handrails. Decided to go with 2 by 6 instead of 2 by 4. I think you're really going to like that. So here the back porch frame is put together, and all the post holes have been dug. And I just realized this is the same size as the tiny house, 16 by 8. Up next we'll put the post in the ground, or at least the 4 corners, and lift the frame up to the post to about that white line right about here. Now to tell if this porch is square, I'll measure from corner to corner diagonally, and then from corner to corner diagonally, if you get the same measurement, it's square. Here, I'll show you in fast time. Two 14.5. Two 14.5. So far on the back porch, the frame has been put together. 3 floor joists have been put in the middle, and then 3 on that end and 3 posts on this end have been plumbed and concreted. Up next, we're going to raise the frame up to level to about where this line right here, right below the door. Screw it to those posts, put in the other 6 posts, 3 more floor joists, then we'll put the decking on. And now with a little bit of lifting and leveraging, the frame is lifted into place. It's level. The posts are level. There's 1 screw in each corner holding it in place. Coming right along. There are no nails on this deck. Everything is getting screwed together. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And these are 3-inch exterior screws. They're not going anywhere. Now all the floor joists are in, all the posts are in, there's concrete around all, the dirt's been leveled pretty much. It is now time to start putting the decking on. And I'll put this first board on out here, and then we'll work our way that way. Good and sturdy. Okay, the deck boards have started going on. Won't be long now. Won't be long at all. Then we can jump on the handrails, the slats, the stairs, the lower patio. We got a full day or 2 left. Now most of this board does not have support underneath it. I'm gonna put a 2x4 here to brace that. If you were to step right down that board, who knows what could happen. So we'll take this 2x4 and mount it on this 4x4 to hold that deck board up. About 3 screws should do it. Now he's supported. Chat 327, the porches. So here's the back porch. It's all done except for the steps. And then down here downstairs, we're about to do a 8x8 patio, like for the grill, maybe some chairs. That's what's on the trailer right now. So up here on the trailer, these are the frame for my 8x8 patio. These 2 of them are 8 feet long, and these are going to be my joists. They're 93 inches. That'll be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floor joists, making an 8x8 square. So now the lower deck has been framed up. I measured from corner to corner, and corner to corner it is square. I've got the level on it, it's level. It's ready to be decked. I'm gonna start putting the deck boards on right about now. And then last step, we'll be putting the stairs up. Last step, setting up the stairs. That might be a pun. So now the little small patio deck is completely finished. The porch is completely finished except for the steps. I've got all the materials for the steps except for those 3. I'm gonna take those back and get the shorter versions, 4 steps instead of 5 steps. And this little porch has a deerskin rug already. A chair, a table, and a chair. I might try it out. I like it. And now the final step for this porch is the steps. So I'm going to find the center of this baseboard for the stairs. So I've just pre-drilled some pilot holes for the screws that go into the bottom of the stair pre-cuts. Now this is the process if you're just working by yourself. If you've got helpers, they can hold those up for you. Now I've got to level up the ground just a little bit. Level this way, and if we look over, the top step is going to go flush with the deck. It's time to mount these steps. I've got these brackets. These brackets go around. Now the step skeleton is in place, all level, all screwed down. By the way, this is January in Florida. I just had to go put on some sunblock. This is the waist. And then repeat that step one more time. And then I'll repeat that process 7 more times. So I'm just back from the table, so I went and ripped these. They're going to go in back here. 2 screws, 2 screws, 2 screws. Now the steps are completely finished except for the handrail. So I've got my post in the ground. I took my straight edge and I put it at the bottom of that handrail, and I came to the top of this post and I marked, then I used my square and I went all the way around. Now we're going to cut that angle off. So I'm holding the handrail in place. I'll come over, I'll mark, and it'll be that same angle again. Then your handrail goes up here, and there'll be one more board under here using that same angle. And now with this brace in place, I'll put 3 screws through the top and 2 and 2 toe-nailed screws. And now the only thing left to do would be clean up the tools and pour a little bit of concrete down that hole. And it's a wrap. There's a little bit of water in the hole, so I'm tightening it up some with this dry concrete. And here is the final completed back porch with deck and steps. Thanks for watching.